And
I do
maybe
it
I
just
should
in
record
case.
it.
Me. That's how you sound.
Shut the
when you angry. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Why do you do that every time?
Because I need to clear my throat.
You should have done it before.
You shouldn't have been eating all that damn chocolate.
It was only 2 pieces of goddamn chocolate before Adriana took it. All right, don't come at me.
If not, you would have eaten the whole damn fucking bag.
I would have. And what's up? Because they almond.
I wanted some too. I only got one.
Damn. Too bad.
Y'all gotta wait until we're
that
done.
over here fucking regulating on us. Anyways.
Look, if I don't do it, who else is gonna do it?
You're right. Hey guys, welcome back.
I'm Susie.
Adri.
And Pam. Once again, to those who are barely listening to us or newly listening to us, welcome. And to those that have been supporting us, hey, how are you guys? So today's episode is fat shaming and skinny shaming, as well as body shaming. I kind of took like the reins on this one just because I feel like
I forced you to take the reins on this one because this was your idea.
Yeah,
Correction.
You couldn't let me have this?
No.
Just kidding. Yes, you guys, Adriana forced me.
I need all the credit.
It's on me. But yes, Adriana forced me to do it, but also I did want to do it. Don't come at me, all right? It was something
she just needed some motivation.
Yeah, I needed some motivation. I'm like the lazy one in this. I really be though, because on real, dog. On real. Anyways, so I feel like this kind of hits home for me because I have been fat shamed. I don't know if you guys have been or skinny shamed.
Yeah.
You could say, yeah.
Yeah. And I've also had friends that have gone through it as well, and I've asked as well, hey, have you been either fat shamed or skinny shamed? And I've gotten mixed responses basically. I actually want to start off with one quote, and it starts off like this: fat shaming is real, constant, and rather pointed. There are a shocking number of people who believe they can simply torment fat people into weight loss and disciplining their bodies or disappearing their bodies from the public sphere. They believe they are medical experts, listing a litany of health problems associated with fatness as personal affronts. These tormentors bind themselves in righteousness when they point out the obvious, that our bodies are unruly, defiant, fat. It's a strange civic-minded cruelty when people try to shame me for being fat. I feel rage. I get stubborn. I want to make myself fatter to spite the shamers, even though the only person I would really be spiting is myself. This is from Roxane Gay, and I believe it's from the book Hunger. I really like this quote just because when I first read it, it really resonated with me. Because all my life, I've been told, oh, you're fat. Oh, you need to lose weight. Oh, you're never going to find somebody because of your weight. Da, 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 da. And it would come not only from, friends, but, family. It would come from my own family. And it hurts, it hurts having those words thrown at me. And before, I didn't know how to deal with it. But now it's I could care less. But the last part, I get stubborn. I want to make myself fatter to spite the shamers, even though the only person I would really be spiting is myself, is the main reason why I chose this quote, because I feel that when people would attack me about my weight or something like that, I'd go and eat more. And I'd be like, well, why the hell do they have something to say about my body? Why can't they just focus on themselves? And I felt like doing that would make them I don't know what went in my head and why I would do that, It just would happen. And obviously I did not forget about skinny shaming you guys. I know I've had a lot of people that like a lot of friends that have told me about them being skinny shamed and what they've been told. I have a couple that like they started off, being on the heavier side, and their families would like tell them like, oh, like gorda or gordis, like like it's like something endearing, but sometimes it feels like really like upsetting to be called that. And I like once they finally lost the weight and they got skinny, like their family still had something to say, like, oh my god, you're losing weight so quick, like what are you doing? Like they would like they told me like they would go straight to like, oh, you're doing drugs, or like you're not losing it healthily, or da 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 da. And it's like, damn, like there's no way of like
pleasing people
out here. Either it's one thing or it's another. But yeah, that's the main thing.
That's very true. It's like you're skinny, people complain about it. You're fat, people complain about it. It's like fuck people.
Yeah. I've also have some like comments that I found on the online. Google's my best friend, honestly. Of like people that have been skinny shamed and like the comments that they've been told. Here are a couple. You're only bones, there's no meat on there. You have the body of a 12-year-old. Men want real women with curves, not sticks. I feel like a lot of people.
Can I interrupt you really
yeah, go
quick?
for it.
I've heard those comments come, and I'm not saying everyone, but I've heard a lot of those comments come from thicker women towards the skinny girls. So it's kind of like you have some people who are more curvy body shaming the skinny girls, and then you have the skinny girls body shaming the thicker girls.
Exactly. And there's never no in between, like, hey, like, like, let's just love our bodies for the way that they are, And, I've had a couple, I've actually heard those comments as well, which is why I brought them up, because I've had a couple friends that were, like, really thin, and they would be told that too. Like, they'd get into fights, like, discussions with other, like, big girls, and the big girls would be like, oh, that's why you don't have any meat on your bones. Like, that's why you're never going to get a man, or something like that. And then obviously skinnier girls saying like, oh, she's a fat bitch, da 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 da. And it's like, fuck, like really, like, why can't we just accept every type of body? Every type. Because, and this is what I want, like, and the whole reason why I want people to, like, know that it is not okay to, like, body shame at all. Like, there's a lot of, like, heavier set people that in reality can't really lose the weight just because of like a health condition. It could be that, or if they tried their best, it's just how their body is. They can't change that. As well as I've met girls that want to gain weight so bad because they're too thin and they can't. Men
too. I've met like a lot of men who are very, very small. And they always get told, oh, like, you're too skinny. Girls like bigger guys. You have no muscles. And they try their hardest to gain the weight so they can build muscle. Because they feel shamed for being thin. And the same goes for, like, the thicker guys, too. Like, sometimes they're made to feel like, ay, estás bien choncho, estás bien gordo.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone should be accepted.
Honestly, on some real stuff. Have you guys been fat shamed or skinny shamed? And if so, like,
both. I've mostly heard it from, like, family who I haven't seen in a while. They're either like, oh, you're too skinny, like, are you sick? Or they're either, oh, you've gained a lot of weight. What's wrong? Like, it's never in between.
Yeah, they mostly say, like, ay, te estás poniendo bien chonchita. Or, like at one point I got really, really, really thin.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was tired of people calling me like chonchita or gordita.
Mm-hmm.
And it became an issue because now they were saying, like you said before, oh, you're losing weight too fast. And then I got a lot of messages from friends asking me, what are you doing? Are you doing drugs? Like, but what are you really doing? Why are you so skinny?
I get more, because I'm paler.
Mm-hmm.
So I get more like, oh, you're sick. What's wrong with you? You need to go to the doctor. Blah, blah, blah.
My mom tried to take me to the doctor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, this isn't normal. She's like, let's go to the doctor. I'm like, bro, like, and even people from the store, from my local market would notice. There was a girl. She's like, damn, girl, every time I see you, you get smaller and smaller.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know I've been fat shamed a bunch of times. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know that, or if I haven't mentioned it, I was bullied very badly in elementary school to the point where my mom kind of had to trade me from schools. Not only did she trade me from schools because she wanted me to learn Spanish because I didn't know Spanish, but she traded me schools because, and she tells me this, and let me be honest with you guys, I don't remember, but she tells me that every single day I'd get out of my actual first elementary school, the one that I was supposed to be going to, because that was in my where my house was at basically. She says that every single day I always came home crying because I got bullied. I remember I did get bullied, and I remember that it was because I was a fat kid, like 3rd grade, like I'm ashamed to even say the weight, but I'll say it, like I was 190 pounds, a 3rd grader, a little 3rd grader, and like it was really bad, like really bad. Like I would get like I know that it was really bad, but when I want to talk about it, like I just don't seem to remember. And I don't know if it's maybe just like a defense mechanism of mine, where like my brain has just like completely shut that part or shut that year out of my head, but yeah, she would always tell me like you would always come home crying, so that was the best bet of changing you. And she traded me from schools. I still got a little bullied, but I think the kids from that school like saw that I was like a little baby crier. I've always been a baby crier since 96.
Damn, bitch, since you was born.
Damn. But yeah. And the one time I did get like bullied, I've been called a bunch of names. Well, my brother used to call me Blubber Nugget to spite me. Fat bitch. I've been called. What else? See, when I think about it, like I just can't. Like my brain just doesn't.
I've heard people call you things too, and I've called them out on it.
Mm-hmm.
See, but every time you call them out on it, or at least it's happened to me, when you call them out on it, they're like, oh, you're just making excuses for them. You're telling them that it's okay to be this way, that it's healthy that it's, And no, that's not it.
That's not it.
Yeah, because it's none of anybody's business. Like, we accept you for who you are. We don't care. Like, to us, you're perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever decisions, whatever decisions you make for yourself,
mm-hmm.
we will accept them, and we don't judge you.
Yeah.
Everything is up to you. We don't
Mm-hmm.
care. What we care about is how people like make you feel. Like, I wouldn't want someone to like say something to you like like that makes you feel like very down on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but I've kind of come to the in my head, I've just come to the realization that like you can't please everybody.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, you can't.
No.
And whether they like it or not, like they have to accept you for who you are. And I'm kind of glad, like, as well, like, with you guys, obviously, because you guys tell me, like, you're beautiful, Pammy, and I appreciate it, As well as I appreciate a lot my husband, you know, like he tells me like you're perfect just the way that you are. And for if I haven't mentioned this, my husband is actually very thin
I think we talked
compared
about
to
this.
me.
We talked.
Yeah,
about
we
this
have,
before.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, just in case y'all didn't know or you guys are barely hearing this for the first time. Yes, my husband is very skinny. Like he's actually way thinner than me. And I'm pretty fat, you feel me?
Don't say that. You're okay. You're a little heavier.
I'm a little
Be
heavier.
nice.
I mean,
You gotta start with yourself.
yeah, that's true.
Be kind
Like-
to yourself, you know?
Yeah.
No, but he's one of those people that has had a hard time gaining weight.
Yeah, that's true. He has actually. And then that's a good, you know, that's actually a very good example. Like, he's very, like, he was, at one point when I first met him, he was, like, so thin. Like, it looked like he was, like, malnourished. Like, no, like, I'm not trying to be messed up laughing, but, like, he always, like, reminds me, like, remember when I was malnourished? And it makes me die, and I'm just like, oh my God. But now, like, he's actually, I feel like he's gained the weight he's supposed to have. But he's still
Happy.
thin, you feel me? Like, and like he's freaking happy that he's gained that weight. Like he told me, he goes, "Oh my God, look! Like I finally gained weight. Like hey, like da da da." And in my head, sometimes I'm just like, "Damn!" Like you know, like in my head, like if I were to gain more weight, I'd be like, "Fuck."
But you have to think about it in the opposite. If you were to lose weight, you'd probably be like, "Hey, I lost this."
Yeah.
much," you know.
Yeah, so like you know, it's those small victories. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
when you lose weight, like you know, good job. Like for real, good job.
Good job, because honestly, and I'm like, losing weight is one of the hardest things that
Hell
we
yeah.
can do. Like,
Because honestly, food is bomb.
and you know what? let me tell you guys this. If I want to eat 3 motherfucking plates of food, let me be.
Don't you be judging, god damn it.
Yo, people be like, otro? Yes, bitch,
Yes.
otro. Like,
I'm
let me
hungry
eat.
and this shit bomb.
A bitch hungry.
Yup.
Let me eat. Like, I fucking like. If I want to eat more and more and more, just let me.
Yeah.
Look, as long as you're happy with yourself and how you look, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is why I like eating with y'all.
we don't
Y'all
we eat
judge.
with you. We eat with you, god damn. But yeah. As well as like I know my husband used to be, I feel like he was very skinny. Like he was really skinny shamed back in his hometown, and obviously like I feel like at work sometimes too, like he would get really shamed like of how thin he is. And they're like, "Oh my God, like do you even eat?" Like, "Oh, like I don't know, there's a couple like comments that he would tell me.
that's the first thing people tell you. Oh, you're malnourished.
Yeah.
Do you eat?
And it's not even that, like he would try so hard, like I could tell y'all how much he would eat before just to gain the weight, and how much he eats up to now just so he could maintain the weight he has now that he's happy with. He eats like, if we go out to eat, he gets like one meal, obviously his own meal, I get my own meal, and then he gets something extra, either for him or to share. This is why I'm fat, y'all.
You're
But,
not fat.
I'm sorry. It's because I'm so used to that. You feel me? Like
Yeah, but you have to kind of break
Change
off
that, y'all. Don't be like me.
Break off from that cycle.
yeah.
Be kind
Yeah.
to you.
There's this comment as well that I've read too, and it says disgusted looks from other diners when I am at a restaurant eating anything at all. So I haven't. Well, I mean, I don't think I've gotten any looks yet. You feel me? But like I know I've seen people doing it towards other people.
But why would people look at you that way if that's what you came to do? You came to eat because you're hungry. What?
Yeah, like, but you know, some people are just like, and I've heard comments like, damn, like,
Another thing. Like, you go to a fast food restaurant, right?
Mhm.
You're eating. Why the fuck do people always look at the heavier people and say, por eso están como están? Well, you're eating the same thing.
Yeah,
Just
so-
because you're thin doesn't mean you're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You're still eating junk food, so like don't judge people.
Talking about that, just because you're thin, you're healthy. Hell yes, like I've met like skinny people that are not healthy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
as well as I've met like heavy set people that are actually healthy. They're just heavy set,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Like since I've grown up, like yeah, I've been heavy set, but I've been very like healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this one time that like there was this one period in time when I was younger that I had lost a lot of weight, like a lot. Like I was super thin. I would play soccer in school, soccer outside of school with the team that I had in a league, and on top of that, I would play soccer with my brothers at this ¿cómo se dice? Oh, parque, frick. The park. Bro, I've been forgetting words. I do. And I would still run around that park too. And I was mega thin. And I feel like, I think I went to the doctors, and like every time I go to the doctors, y'all, oh, you obese. Bitch, do you not know that I already know? And I know that they tell you because, you know, it's the doctors, they want us to get healthy, but it's like, fuck, like, damn.
No, I feel like the doctors tell you they find anything and everything wrong with you just because.
But when I was thin at that time, they were like, oh, you're finally at your actual weight. Like the weight that you're supposed to be at. Bro,
Last time I went to the doctor, they told me I was too heavy for my height.
Yeah,
I get that all the time.
we're supposed to be like at 120 something, 130 max. How the fuck?
From where?
From where? You see this ass? You see these legs?
Yeah. It'd be like that though. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Like if you're happy with your body,
Mm-hmm.
like be happy. Like don't let people get to you. Honestly, like I'm not trying to say like go from one day to another, like change, you know, like just be happy and just be like, no, I know it takes some time because I know it took a lot of time for me to finally be comfortable in my body, to finally, like, you know, just be like, you know, like if you think that I'm fat, cool.
And you guys want to know something else? I don't know if everybody is this way, but you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, oh, you think I'm fat, or you think I'm too big.
Mm-hmm.
You lose weight and you look at yourself in the mirror, you still feel like you're big.
Yep.
You're never gonna see yourself, oh, I'm right, I'm okay.
Like I'm at the
like
perfect
I'm
weight.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You're always gonna feel that way.
Yeah. And I agree.
Always.
And I agree to that because I remember when I was actually thin, I'd be like, damn, I'm still fat. Like I still need to lose weight. Oh, this.
And then when you gain weight and you look back at those pictures, you're like, I was skinny. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's what I thought before. Like I look at like pictures from like 2 years ago and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I thought I was fat. Like but then I'm just like, fuck it. Like, you know, like how Zizi says, like I'm happy, you know, and I am. I'm happy with how I am. I'm happy that the person that I'm with accepts me for who I am and not for what I look. Because there's a lot of people that are in a relationship just for the benefit, you know, like, oh yeah, just she's hot, so she's hot, so you know that's a win. And it's not even for love, you know, it's just because of the appearance. So I've also asked a couple friends. Yes, I have other friends, you guys. Don't get mad.
Traitor. We're only friends.
And I've asked them if they were fat shamed or skinny shamed. And I've had, well, one of them told me that she had an aunt that would first start off had started off fat shaming her. That she was like very big and that she should think about losing weight. And then once she actually did lose the weight, her aunt had the audacity, no, I'm just kidding, but basically told her like, hey, like you're too skinny now. And I was just like, what the hell? Like is there no way of pleasing you? Like what do you want? Like where, like, and then first of all, and then second of all, like who are you to be judging, you know? Then I have another friend that like she mentioned that she actually felt more comfortable wearing shorts than pants because she felt that her lonjitas would not show when she was wearing the shorts than when she wore the pants.
Like basketball shorts?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, and she had told me that too. And then our other friend that was with us there too, he had mentioned how his family would like fat shame him and tell him like, hey, you need to lose weight, and tell him some like pretty fucked up stuff, like, coming from his like father. And he had mentioned like, it was coming from somebody that was big too. And he was like, there's no like you, why are you talking if you yourself aren't where you need to be, And I completely like, agree with them. Like, there really is no pleasing anybody here. Like, you're either too fat or you're either too skinny. There's never in between. And I repeat that all the time because there really isn't. Like,
and if you think about it, it's kind of like, fuck, we always listen to them and we always tend to lose weight because we want to please them.
Yeah, and it's not because we want to do it. No, it's because of other people.
You think like, oh, if I lose weight, they'll leave me alone.
Exactly. Because I know when I was like losing weight, like I was like, okay, like people shouldn't like make fun of me anymore. They find ways. They find ways. If it's not your weight, it's your appearance. And if it's not your appearance, it's what you're wearing
or something.
Yeah. So it's anything. As well, I know we've been talking a lot about fat shaming right now. I actually want to transition to skinny shaming as well. I have a couple of like online like stories that I've found on skinny shaming, because I feel like a lot of the people that I know have been mostly fat shamed, even though they've been skinny. Like, they've actually been like thin and they've been at their exact weight. But here goes one, and it goes, I got badly bullied when I was a new student in elementary school, starting in kindergarten when I was 5 and lasting until I was 9 years old. One girl told me every day during recess, you're so skinny that I can see right through you. I was a shy child and did not know how to handle this bullying, especially the name calling. I was sad and I believed that there was something very wrong with me.
Imagine to feel that as a little kid.
Oh, and that was from Janet Ruth Heller, author of How the Moon Regained Her Shape. Yes.
That's a nice title.
Yeah, it is. It is. I actually was, when I was reading these, I was like, oh, I need to like look into these. There's another one that says, for years, I have been passionate about exercise and fitness, but I felt uncomfortable talking about it. I have a tall, slender build, and I was nervous about being judged. A senior physician that was supervising me once commented under his breath, suggesting that I had an eating disorder. I am not sure if he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it hurt. This is Dr. Nina Watson, board certified diagnostic radiologist. I know that's crazy, and it's kind of like how Adriana was talking about how, like, when they were telling her, like, oh, you're too skinny, like, are you sick? Like, why do you have to go towards that? Like, why is it that when a skinny person is too skinny, they can't be like, hey, are you okay? Like, like, are you doing good? Like, are you eating well? Instead of going like,
yeah, oh, you can ask, but don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, just be like, hey, like, I've been noticing that, like, you've been dropping a lot of weight. Like, is everything going good? Like, because you never know. Like, maybe they're losing the weight because something happened in their life. Or just like how my husband was struggling to gain weight. Like he would eat. It's just that he just could not put that weight on. Sorry. Put that gain on. Trying to fucking promote gain over here. I'm just kidding.
How do you girls feel about and not all people do this, but some of our like skinnier friends saying that they're fat?
Oh, I was just about to bring that up too. I always come out with the comment like, oh, but you're so thin, like or I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, look at me. I always say that. Like, what are you talking about? Look at me.
You shouldn't do that.
I know I shouldn't, but like, it's just, I don't mean to be mean, or I don't mean it to be rude or anything like that. I just want them to understand, like, like, love yourself, like, and I know I'm not showing love to myself then when I say look at me, but like, I want them to like understand, like, like,
yeah, because you're putting yourself down that way. I feel like you could just tell them, like, oh, like, you're perfect the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing you could tell anyone.
Yeah, honestly.
What
about you, Audrey? What do you feel when somebody says that?
Just what Susie said.
No, you're fine.
I haven't like personally heard anybody say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
But yeah, the best thing you could do is, like, you're perfect. You're just fine the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
I
was gonna say something else or ask another question, but
it blanked out.
I blanked out. I don't remember.
I know that same. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. My main question is.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Why do we, instead of choosing to believe the people that tell us, oh, you're perfect the way you are, you're fine, you're healthy, why do we go with the people that tell us, that bully us, basically, like tell us we're fat and we need to lose weight? Why do we listen to that?
I feel because we already have like a negative like thought about ourselves already to begin with, and they add to it. Because I know, like, with me, like, when I was younger, like, I felt ugly, you feel me? Like, I felt like every time I got bullied, like, it was like, fuck, like, like, it's true. And I would let it get to me, even though it shouldn't have mattered, because I was like, well, I already think that myself. They're seeing what I'm thinking. So it must be true,
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought, honestly.
I feel like our goal should be to raise our children to be careful with the words they use.
Yeah.
To be a little more kinder to other human beings. Because honestly, like, if I were to have kids and if I found out that they were bullying, like, some serious shit would go down.
I think I'd cry with them. Like, I'm such like...
No. I'm telling you, if my child grew up to be a bully.
Oh no, then yeah, I would smack them right up. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I would definitely not
discipline.
want... Yeah, I would definitely discipline them, because I wouldn't want them to be like that. Like I went through it, like, I don't want anybody else to go through it.
Yeah, I feel like if any of our children would be like that, we would sit down, talk to them, and be like, what, I went through it, and this is how it feels, And
it's not nice.
It's not.
Just having that hard conversation, asking those hard questions.
Why do you guys think body shaming became such like a huge thing? Like, why do people body shame? What do you guys think of that? Like,
I think it's because of the like media image of a perfect woman or a perfect body,
perfect man or whatever,
everywhere.
That's true,
and it's not realistic.
It's fake. It's Photoshop, y'all.
Or it's just very like, I don't know, like very fake.
Because media does not show real bodies. They show Photoshop bodies. And even the thin celebrities, they get Photoshop to look even thinner.
Oh, that's true.
They do.
They do.
So it's like that one song.
Which one?
Is it Kendrick Lamar?
Okay.
Like, don't fucking Photoshop. Like, let people see like what a real body looks like. I saw an ad recently on Facebook. It was like like a lingerie underwear ad, and it was like real bodies, like stretch marks, like scars.
Now they're being a little more inclusive.
Yeah, because like we have to understand that like every body is perfect, no matter what. Like, and And obviously, if somebody really like wants to get like healthy, or they'll do what they have to do to gain the weight, or they have to do to like lose the weight or to become healthy.
Or I don't know if you girls have ever seen like those commercials that have all inclusive like body weight underwear. I think it's like I'm not gonna say which ones they are, but if you noticed, all the plus size models that they use, they all have a very like, they're different sizes, but they all have a very set shape. Like, not every plus size woman looks like that. Some of us have cellulite.
Some of us have fupas.
Yeah, and like some of us don't have those perky boobies, or like some of us, our arms are a little, chunky.
Or we have those stretch marks,
Yeah, stretch marks. Stretch marks. And it's like the models that they use, they all have perfect skin. They're very toned. You can't see like their stomach rolls,
Or comparing as well as like the skinny ones, like some of them don't even look like it's like healthy skinny. And I'm not trying to be, like messed up, because I know we're talking about don't body shame, but like I feel like the ones that they use to show like, like a good body is like girls or men.
It's unrealistic.
Yeah, that is very.
They Photoshop everything.
Yes.
And that's the scariest part, is that you grow up looking at these perfect bodies, perfect skin, perfect everything, and you want that, and you don't have it, and you don't accept yourself because you don't have that.
Yeah.
I think that's where the body shaming thing comes into play.
Honestly. But yeah, you guys, like I said, like accept your bodies for what they are, like treat them like temples, because they are temples, like take care of your bodies, whether they're big, small,
medium, pudgy, round,
like
long, whatever.
Like I feel like the most important like message I want you guys to get from this podcast mainly is like love yourself. Like don't let what other people say about you get to you, because it really shouldn't matter. Like, the only thing that should matter is what you like feel about yourself, and what you want for yourself, and what makes you happy, That's all that should matter. It shouldn't matter like what your weight is, what your appearance is, or anything like that. Like,
yeah, because honestly, these people see you momentarily. You come home to you at the end of the day. You're with yourself. You wake up to you. You're the one who's looking at yourself in the mirror. Like, there's nobody else, Everybody just sees you here and there. So why do we always make their opinions
matter when
more important than our own,
Honestly.
I think also, and be nice.
Yes, be nice, you guys, like
to yourselves and to other people.
Yes. Always. But yeah, you guys, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Feel like
if you guys have ever been through things like this, feel free to
DM us, like let us know, like like we're here for you. If you need anybody to talk to or anything like that, like don't hesitate, like we're here. Like don't think that like like we think that we're like the shit or something. No, like you can hit us up. Like we'll be very, very supportive, always. All right, you guys, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it so much. I hope you guys have a nice day today. Love yourself always.
Don't forget to be kind
to others. Yes.
And yourself, most importantly to yourself.
Yes, most important to yourself.
Break away from those vicious cycles of, calling yourself mean things.
Yes. All right. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, and give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Leave reviews.
Yes, leave reviews. We do read them. We love them. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.